Today we're going to show you how to make this. Alright, Maddie is going to get us the ingredients. We need, you know this is good when I wrote it myself, 3 3/4 cup flour, 4 tablespoons of honey, 1.5 teaspoons yeast, 1.5 teaspoons salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 cups of warm water. So this is super simple. So we're going to pour in our 1.5 cups of water. There you go, poor girl. And then we're going to put in. You love it. Then we're going to put in 1.5 teaspoons of yeast.
Teaspoons.
1.5
teaspoon.
So 1/2 teaspoon doesn't make another teaspoon.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay, so now we're going to turn on our stand mixer and just let this go for a while. What I always do, even though the recipe doesn't call for sugar, I just put just a little bit in with the yeast and it kind of gets it to get all frothy. So we're going to let this beat for a little while and then we're going to let it sit for 10 minutes until it has like a nice foamy texture. See how it's getting all frothy in here? Alright, so we're frothy enough. You stand on this side. You're doing the hard work. Alright, so we melted 2 tablespoons of butter. Go ahead and pour it in. Alright, we're going to do 4 teaspoons.
That's a tablespoon.
Tablespoons of honey. If you get too much in there, it's like sweet.
Yeah, I never liked honey sticks.
I love honey. Alright. We need some salt.
It's right there.
1.5 teaspoons of salt. And that's it. And all you gotta do is add your flour and like you got bread. Like there's no reason to buy it anymore. When you can make it beautiful.
I can think of lots of reasons.
Beautiful like ours. Alright, so we're going to start mixing this up now. We're going to add the flour. We're going to add 3 3/4 cup flour. And I usually add like 3.5 and then I kind of start to add a little bit more. For some reason with the stand mixer you need more flour. We're just going to let this kind of mix up for about 20 minutes. And if we see that's kind of sticking to the pan, we're going to add more flour. And then after that, we're just going to put some flour down, roll it out, and let it rise for about 15 minutes. So this is what I'm talking about with the, see how it's sticking to the side of the thing? This needs way more flour, so we're going to add about another cup. Oh, Michaela needs help. Alright, so after about 20 minutes, now we have the dough. And it looks a little juicy. So what we're going to do is put a little extra flour on our rolling board. And then just go ahead and we're going to scrape.
Skin.
Yeah, I love the feeling of dough. Do you know that?
Yes, Mom.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of flour in here so it doesn't stick to our hands. And we're just going to pull all this out and just dump it down here. Oops. See, I'm putting it a little bit more in my hand so it doesn't stick to my hand. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of flop it around here so we know it's nice and kneaded. But this dough hook, yes, we need bread. It's just like a beautiful little ball of dough. Don't you love dough? Are you going to eat that? Is it good? How's the honey ratio?
Amazing.
And what we're going to do is just kind of roll this out so that it's like a flat square. Maddie, can you put a little bit of oil into our bread pan? And then just, I have it here. I am prepared. Just a little bit in there.
That's a first.
I know. That's why you're looking. And then we're going to flatten this out and then we're actually going to make the loaf. What I love about this recipe is that you only let it rise once, it rises in the pan, and you're done. So it's really convenient, and it cooks at high heat for a low time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and roll it up, and we just roll like this. And then to get that ending, we're just going to squeeze down here, tuck under. Maddie, you got us greased up.
Yes,
Look at that. That is a beautiful loaf of bread. Is it greased?
Yes, Mom.
Bottom and sides?
Yes, Mom.
Excellent. Let it rise for about 50 to 60 minutes. I just put the oven on warm so it has some warm heat coming out. Just put a little towel over it so we don't have anybody, you know, grabbing at it. Okay, so we're just going to let it sit for a while, and then we're going to bake it at 400 for about 15 minutes. In you go. 400 for 15 minutes.
I did.
All right, it is done cooking. Look at that beautiful loaf of bread. Like, why? Why would you ever buy a loaf of bread when it could be that beautiful?
A white unicorn.
I love that movie. All right, so we're going to let it sit in the pan for 15 minutes. Then we're going to shake it out. We're going to eat it with our omelets.
Apple dumpling gang.
Mmm, so good. We're going to shake it loose. Mmm, we're going to have it with our omelets tonight. Made with local eggs. Whoops. There we go. Now that is some homemade bread.
Can I have a slice of it?
Yes. It is yummy.
It smells yummy. I feel smart.
Hold on.
Shake it!
I'm not even recording.
This one's recording.